So there's this massive file leak that just happened from Ehud Barak, the ex-prime minister of Israel, one of Epstein's very good buddies. Thousands of his emails were leaked online. And like alternative sources are talking about it, but the mainstream media, totally silent. Radio silence. And I have spent the last, I don't even know how long, just going down the rabbit hole, and I'm about to take you with me. This is just the start. This is just preliminary reporting. There's a lot of files, and just figuring out how to even analyze them has been a whole process. But through that process, working with my buddy over here on one screen and the reports on the other screen, and getting AI involved to write code that would scrape and then combine and then analyze. By the end of this, we're going to get to how they were surveilling the Hillary Clinton campaign. Oh yeah. And Putin and Jeff Bezos, Bill Clinton, Benjamin Netanyahu, and there's links that will go to email report. But first, I just want to tell you how we got here. Because when you actually download the leaked emails, they come from 2 different emails. But when you go into those emails, there is just this whole mess of folders. And in each one, there's more folders with different things. And each of these files is an individual email, right? But we're talking like 50,000 emails or more, each individual files in all these different folders. How the fuck are we going to analyze them? So lately, I've been playing with AIs in terms of helping find sources, helping dig through complex details and data, and helping get to primary sources. And or in this case, aggregate thousands of email files and turn them all into one file that we can search all at once, because they're not all in one place. You can't search them. Like there's nowhere you can go and type in Peter Thiel and have it find you where Peter Thiel is in the files. So I got on a call with my code wizard buddy. We got on here, he taught me how to use the most basics of Python, and he helped me out and did it with me. Crash course in coding, and we wrote out all this crazy code, and like, it's a long story, we'll skip it. But we wrote a program that would put them all into one JSON file. And then we got the JSON file, and it's real big. When you scroll through it, it's all of them extracted with critical information retained, like file names and file paths, day the email was sent, who it's from, who it's to, etc. But now it's searchable, and now we can put AI into them and have AI start scraping through it and be like, find me every instance of this or that, or look for patterns here or there. And that's where we stumbled across something kind of random that at first we thought was a nothing burger. Is in one of the little reports that it made summarizing what it was finding in the files, it mentioned Clinton and the Clinton Foundation and surveillance of the Clinton Foundation. And I was like, wait a minute. You're telling me that Jeffrey Epstein and Ehud Barak are communicating behind the scenes about surveillance on the Clinton administration? Please tell me more. And so then it wrote up this little executive summary. This is all AI generated, all about what it found about the Clinton Foundation. And this is where it gets complicated, because you can't just trust AI to just tell you the truth and not double check it. You have to double check AI. And so what I always do every time that I'm using AI for anything is I build in source citation. So it has to provide me links to the primary source where it is getting the information from. In this case, those are emails, but out on the internet, maybe that's to an article or to a statement or to, a document or something. And so we had to build in links to the emails that it's referencing to make these claims about the Clinton Foundation. And this is the original email. And it kind of looks like a nothing burger. It's from noreply@relsci.com. And it's kind of just like a newsletter with a bunch of headlines in it, which is like, oh, that's not very interesting. I mean, I think we're just accessing his spam folder at this point, right? Wrong. Anytime you get to a part in one of these digs where it's just like something's weird or it doesn't make sense or you don't understand something, you should just look a little deeper. So this weird newsletter thing is published and produced by Relationship Sciences LLC, or Relationship Science LLC. So just for the heck of it, we look up Relationship Science LLC. We ask for a little summary of what they're doing. We dig into them. Basic AI summary, probably the easiest way to get this description out. Relationship Science LLC does a web-based platform to build business relationships for selling and growing, providing clients the information needed to close a deal, win a client, raise capital, get the inside track, meet new partners, enter a new market, achieve a new level of influence. So it's still sounding like it's just a random newsletter that he signed up for at one point and forgot to unsubscribe from. That's not what it is. The RelSci platform provides real-time, people-driven intelligence on over 10 million influential decision makers and over 1.8 million organizations across the public, private, financial, and nonprofit sectors. Clients receive 360 alert emails so they can stay current with the ones that matter most to them. This appears to be their key newsletter product that would have reached Epstein and Barak. This RelSci service costs $3,000 per year per subscriber and is designed for Wall Street professionals who understand that if you get one extra deal, the price is irrelevant. So this is a high-end monitoring program that you sign up for, and then it gives you high-end paid reports on people that you want to monitor, whether it's so you can make a deal with them or you just want to keep an eye on your competitors or you want to know what your old blackmail buddy is up to. So we asked some clarifying questions. Is this like a random newsletter that's just sending them random information about random powerful people, or are they specifically requesting reports on the Clintons and maybe other people? Yes, based on how RelSci services work, you would have had to specifically request monitoring of Clinton-related activities, and here's why, etc. There's all these filters. It's very customizable. It's very tailored and specific. So when Ehud Barak is receiving these RelSci reports about Hillary Rodham Clinton, Bill Clinton, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Bill Clinton, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Bill Clinton, they're receiving that because they have paid thousands of dollars for this service and have specifically tailored their subscription that those are people that they want to keep tabs on. So naturally, we got curious and had the AI scrape the entire list of emails that was leaked and find every single email that came from noreply@relsi.com. Write up a little report, include links to the original emails, please and thank you. Do a little tweaking through version 1 and 2 and 3. And here we are. They were surveilling Hillary Clinton, specifically 39 different reports about her relating mostly to her presidential campaign in 2016. They were surveilling Vladimir Putin. They were surveilling Jeff Bezos, Bill Clinton, Benjamin Netanyahu, Bill Gates, Larry Summers, Michael Bloomberg, George Soros. The list goes on. And again, this is not like some advanced intelligence operation. This is just basic data collection that they're paying for this service to keep tabs on all these people. But to clarify, Jeffrey Epstein, the lone pedophile, was working with Ehud Barak, the ex-prime minister of Israel, the ex-head of military intelligence in Israel, communicating about surveilling people. This is just scratching the surface. That is just the first thing that I just thought was super interesting. I gotta still shower and shave. I literally just moved into this new library where we're gonna be building the studio. It's kind of getting set up, but it'll take a second. We also, in one of our first searches, accidentally stumbled upon an email where Jeffrey Epstein was straight up sending a bank account number and a routing number to Ehud Barak for some sort of money transfer. We gotta look more into that one. There's literally over 50,000 emails. And if there's one thing that they actually do corroborate already that I can tell just from reading the beginning ones that I've seen, it clearly shows that Ehud Barak and Jeffrey Epstein were working on an intelligence operation together as partners. And they were clearly using coded messages. And more importantly, they were using phone calls for all of the most sensitive content rather than sending them in emails, because they're not idiots like Hillary Clinton is. And they knew that in an intelligence operation, there's a lot of things that you just don't want to put in text, because someday text might wind up on some asshole screen like mine. But it's still not hard to read between the lines. These guys were working together on an intelligence operation, and they were targeting all of these important people and many others. And I have a feeling that the reporting that has come out about Peter Thiel in these leaks so far, about Jeffrey Epstein in these leaks so far, all the reporting that's happening about these leaked emails, it is only scratching the surface. I'm going to try to figure out my best way that I can put this JSON file online so that everyone can have this searchable file that they can hopefully utilize to dig through it more. I'm going to be publishing all of these reports as much as I can. Stay tuned. Follow me on YouTube, because I'm going to be doing a whole deep dive video on YouTube exploring everything about this and drawing a whole bunch more connections. I just felt like before I go find my razor and shave this whole beard off of my face, I figured I should probably share the beginning of this thing with you, because it's kind of wild. And yeah, I mean, who knows who Epstein was working for? He was probably just working for like Qatar or something. But it's pretty clear now that whoever he was working for, Ehud Barak was involved in it. W. Whitney Webb once again.